Hi there, welcome to Dear Anybody, letters written by my late father Jimmy Hodge, who was a journalist here in the UK, and he wrote letters every day of the year in 1999, and I'm his son Kevin. I'm trying to read them out in the year 225. I'm probably a year late, should have done it on the sort of 25th anniversary if I'm honest, but never mind, here we go. 17th of December, we're in the last 10, 12, 13 days of December, so Dad always managed to find the odd stories, and today the first one was a bit odd. A goldfish, believe it or not, came down a chimney and landed on a carpet in a lady's house in Northampton, who nurtured it back to health. And apparently it was worked out that it must have been a sort of flying heron or something that just lost grip on its lunch that day, and it came down through the chimney. But as Dad said, you couldn't make it up. Thought it might have been an April joke. There were disasters. Caracas had the worst rain it had ever had, and there were lots of deaths and untold damage apparently. It was revealed that Sir Trevor McDonald was going to head up an emergency sort of broadcast system if something on the Millennium went wrong, and he was seen as someone who was very calm and collected, and he would be the face of the government, I guess. But apparently ITV and BBC were fighting over who might do it, and I think apparently neither of them were that keen, so it would probably been on some sort of emergency channel, and I think the government would take over the airwaves basically. Dad said it was all a bit of a gloomy outlook, and I guess looking back 6 years ago, there really was quite a fear about the Millennium Bug and all that, so none of which apparently never came true. Planes did not fall out of the sky, I'm glad to say. The French, good old French, they've named the Channel Tunnel as their monument of the century, giving no credit to Britain at all. Well, there's a surprise. Anyway, it was all done on a 50-50 basis, so that's very weird, isn't it? The PS today, a stress curing experiment in Tunbridge Wells involved men particularly bashing each over the head with sort of fake wine bottles, you know, those waxy things, to relieve their stress, I guess. But Jimmy said, well, obviously that could well lead to them doing it for real, so he wasn't too impressed with that. So a little mixture of news on the 17th of December, and back in a mo for the 18th. Okay, you take care, my egg.